welcome back to my craft room. So tonight I'm gonna do a little project. It will be very quick. This is gonna be a wine glass for one of my friends. So she's getting ready to have a birthday, and I thought that I would add this with her birthday present. So this wine glass is from the dollar store. However, it is one of those really nice big ones. I don't see them there all the time. So when I do, I tend to grab a few so that I have them. Because I really like these nice big ones for gifts. So I'm going to, this one's going to be really simple. I'm just going to do a monogram with her name. I cleaned the glass in denatured alcohol, and I just printed out on my Cricut. So I printed out my little P here, and then her name. It's going to go across like this, and then I'm going to just glitter the bottom, and I'm going to use Mod Podge. So on this one, I'm just going to glitter up through the rim. Now, I normally don't like to use these spongy ones for my first go around with the Mod Podge. I like to use them after I already have it in and I'm just pouncing it in. I use this Mod Podge brush or my silicone brush, but the reason why I'm using this first go around is because these particular type of pouncing sponges with this little half circle on there, they are super easy to get a nice ring around for your glitter. So that's why. Okay, and then I have my glitter. So I sort of, this is a glitter that I just mixed a few in. I used some pink, some blue, and some purple because I wanted it to just sort of match my holographic decal. So I just mixed it up. And then I also have this thing tonight. It's sort of a frivolous find. You know, I usually just use the freezer paper, but you know, it was one of those things where, you know, I did the 50% off at Michael's and then had the additional 20% off. So I got this for, you know, like maybe $6 or something like that. So it's got a little plug in here. I don't know how you would, oh, look at that. That's how. So there's a little plug. So apparently you swipe your glitter in there. You don't need the funnel because it's got one. There's the plug for it. Comes with a little brush and this little glitter cleaner upper tool. So we'll see how it works. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is apply our Mod Podge. And if you don't feel comfortable doing this, you can certainly use tape to tape it off. And mine's not perfect. Honestly, I'll just kind of go around and fix it before I put the glitter on. not too bad. This will probably take 2, maybe 3 coats of glitter, and then from there I will put Mod Podge over it, probably 2 rounds of Mod Podge and then of regular Mod Podge, and then the third round I'll probably do dishwasher safe. And not that they could put it in the dishwasher, because it certainly doesn't make it dishwasher safe, but I just like to use that on anything that might be wet if I'm not sealing it with resin. I also made her a really pretty resin cup that I think she's gonna like a lot. The person that this is for is an amazing, amazing person. She has been a nurse for forever. Oh, I bet you 35 years. And she's worked in the emergency room that entire time. And when I think about the people that she's touched and the lives that she's saved, it just warms my heart. I've been in the emergency room for almost 25 years myself, and it's amazing when you think about the opportunity that you have to make a difference for people's lives. It's such an absolute blessing. And Miss Pearl, let me tell you, she is just one of a kind. And, you know, she's very passionate about young nurses and mentoring them and helping them grow and feel comfortable in their space. Everybody loves her. She is just amazing. All right, so feel good about that. So now we will just put some glitter. And hopefully I made enough. The hard thing when you blend glitter like this is that sometimes it's hard to get the exact same blend a second time. Oh, I have this little thing. I don't know how convenient that is. We'll see. Let's try it. And then the little brush. I feel like I want to put freezer paper like on this, like maybe do some double-sided tape with freezer paper, because my freezer paper definitely does a better job. Oops, sorry. But yeah. So I like the little containing system. So maybe I'll just use some freezer paper inside that. Is that crazy? I'm definitely wishing I would have made more glitter. I mean, I'm gonna have enough, but it's just a pain how quickly I have to take it out. And yeah, no, I do not like this. Like, I like the concept of it, and I like the little tray itself. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, and forgive me if I am, because I didn't really look at it that closely, but since all of this stuff is sort of together at Michael's, like the Spin It with like that particular glitter, this little thing here, like I can't help but feel that maybe that it's all part of the same company. Like I feel like that should be, like that's a given. And like, I just really haven't had like super good luck with those products. Like the Spin It. So for those that don't know, you know, because I do cups. I got the Spin It just because I wanted to try it and see. I used a 40% off coupon, you know, so the price, it was only like $30 or so, which I have another spinner that I got on Amazon. A gentleman had made it. It was also $30, and it's amazing. So the Spin It one was just really, I mean, not great. It was, you know, it was one of those things that, well, I guess it'll do if you have nothing else. And, you know, maybe you wouldn't realize that it's not great if you didn't have another one to use. But it just really was not great. So my husband ended up taking the motor off of it, and he made me a big base. He would have made my original one for me, but you know, I'd done it in a time when he was really busy at work. So he made a really wide base for me and used the Spin It motor on it, which the Spin It motor is very loud. However, I mean, it definitely was better than the Spin It itself. Like that little plastic piece that they have to hook your cup on, it like falls everywhere. And then I do like the fact that there's multiple speeds. Don't like the fact that it only goes one way, and it's super loud and it's super small. So now using that motor on the nice huge base that my husband made me. He made it so that I could put big coffee cups with handles on it. So, you know, so that much of it, it works very well. But, you know, I've tried the glitter, like the colors are pretty, but I bought a couple of the glitters. The only one I tried so far was the pink. Color's pretty, but it took a lot of coats to cover what I was using it for. And then there's this. I mean, again, nice concept, but that's even with me using the brush. I mean, look. Where if that was wax paper or freezer paper, I would just pat it off and it would be clean. So, and I've made a mess all over my table, so not super thrilled with it. All right, so here we are. I'm really happy, you know, with the color. It's definitely going to take another coat, but I think the color was really pretty. So what I'm going to do is just let this dry, put on another coat, and then I'm going to cover it with a couple coats of Mod Podge. After that, we will come back, put on these, and it'll be done. All right, so we're back, and our wine glass has dried. So I did 2 coats of glitter, and I did 3 coats of Mod Podge over top of it, with the last one being dishwasher safe. Now, if you notice right here, you might be able to see the glitter a little different color. It's because I did have a little spot that after it dried, I was like, oh, I think I would like just a little bit more glitter on that one spot up against where the rim and the bottom meet there. Sometimes I'm bad about making my glitter a little light there, so I just went in and I did put some more glitter on it. So that one little spot right there, I'll go back and re-Mod Podge. The nice thing is with this, you can always do that. So, but you can see, you know, the color. This is going to be just a nice little gift. So I let this dry about 20 minutes in between each one. Some of them were a little bit longer simply because I was doing things. I took a shower, I cleaned my mats in between. For those of you who are newer to using your Cricut, your mats, if they start becoming not really sticky, there's all different methods that people have. There's the Awesome. I bought it, but I haven't tried it. You know, I saw something on Instagram yesterday, people using bleach wipes. I feel like that might break down the glue over time. I put them under running water I use warm water and I use Dawn, and I just take a sponge and I wash them with Dawn. I let them air dry and the stickiness comes completely back. So just so you know. All right, so now we're gonna finish up our cup to make just a nice little quick birthday present. My pool noodles, handy handy. So my P, I mean, this is preference. For me, on bigger letters, I just choose not to use a transfer tape. It's just easier for me, but that is all personal preference. Now, one of the nice things with wine glasses, as long as you get your image straight, I mean, basically your center can be anywhere you want your center to be. So, I mean, I'm a bad example because I eyeball everything anyways. However, this is one of those that you really don't have to measure for center regardless, because again, center is going to be wherever you make center. All right, so I just put down my monogram. And now I've got my name, and I'm going to set right down here. And let's see, there. So when I'm doing round things, sometimes I choose to make some little slits in my paper. Sometimes that's what's helpful. Other times I don't. But I do always start with the center of what I'm laying down. And remember, don't get hung up over, is your transfer tape wrinkle free, because it's not about your transfer tape. It's about your image underneath. And oops, ooh, Oh, don't mind that. Oh, and I put Mod Podge everywhere. I'll fix that. So what you want to make sure is that's wrinkle free and straight is your image underneath. Your transfer tape may not always. How did I get Mod Podge all over that is what I want to know. That's all right. I'll fix it. For the sake of doing this, I'm just going to cover the Mod Podge with glitter since I got to go back and put glitter back. I mean Mod Podge back on that spot anyways. Alright, and here's our glass. It looks beautiful. You can see that. And that is a nice gift. You can pair that with a bottle of wine. You can give it by itself. And, you know, if you need a quick gift, I always keep the wine glasses, like I said. I keep some just little acrylic tumblers. I'll put, you know, a cute picture on a tumbler. It doesn't always have to be resin. People like water tumblers with their names on them. There's so many cute ideas. So, well, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a super fantastic day. Keep crafting and stay happy.